Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make some lovely fish biryani. The fish biryani, I have a 800 gram of frozen baby hake, but you can also use fresh fish. But why we prefer this fish, it has very soft bone. I cleaned up the scales and I cut the fins, and I also cleaned up opened up the stomach part and cleaned the black out and rinsed it out thoroughly. Now I am going to marinate the fish. All in all, we need 2 tablespoons of oil, a teaspoon of mixed masala, a teaspoon of soy sauce, and a teaspoon of fine salt to taste. Then we need a squeeze of black pepper and a sprinkle of mixed herbs and a dash of lemon juice. And this is how we marinate. Put in our oil. The oil actually prevents it sticking to the pan when frying. And then we can add up the oil. So the soy sauce actually bring out a good flavor. And some black pepper. A little bit of mixed herbs and a dash of lemon juice, and allow this to rest for about half an hour till I get my other ingredients prepared for the biryani. Okay, I have my frying pan heated up on moderate heat, and I'm going to add in a cup of oil to actually fry out the fish. I am not going to fry it very crispy. I'll fry it just done, not too crispy, because it's actually going to be cooked out in our biryani. Let's see when the oil is heated up enough. Okay. Okay, now I'm ready to actually take out my fish from the oil, and you can see it's not very crispy. And while the fish was frying, I put in 4 eggs to boil, because I'm going to add it into my fish biryani. Some boiled eggs. Why 4? Because we are just 3 in the family, but you can add more eggs. The eggs are actually optional. This remainder oil will actually be used for cooking of the curry. Okay, here's the fried fish. It actually took about 20 minutes to fry out. Okay, now I prepared my ingredients to start to cook my biryani. I have 3 medium-sized tomatoes grated and 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. And then I have an onion that also grated. I'm using these little 3 green chillies. And then I've got my biryani mix here. I've got cinnamon stick, star, and some somp, and some bay leaves, and of which I got 4 garlics cut out. Okay, then I have my masala. It's a tablespoon of mixed masala, a teaspoon of hurdee, and to taste I have a teaspoon of salt, but we will taste as we cooking it. And thereafter I have some seeds to go in. Half a teaspoon of mustard seed, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of jeera, and half a teaspoon of mixed herbs. And then I soaked in last night a cup of biryani dal, which I rinsed out and ready for use, and half a cup of peas. And thereafter I had a little bit of marinade, which I marinated the fish. That's the reason why I'm not using lemon juice, because this marinade also already has lemon juice in it. Okay, now we are ready to braise our biryani. Okay, I got a nice size little big pot to do my braising, because I'm going to put in my rice and finish off the biryani in it. So for braising, I've got my stove on medium heat, and I'm using half a cup of the fish oil, the oil that I use to fry the fish. Okay, I'm going to add in my onions. As you know, I have my curry leaf in my masala. Allow this onions to fry out.
So if you had curry leaf, you'd add it now with the onions?
With your onions. Okay, while my onions are frying, I'm going to throw in all my biryani mix and my garlic to fry with. And then all my mustard seed and my thyme, my jeera, and the whole black pepper. And then my green chillies. Okay, my ingredients are done. I'm going to start off with my masala. Put in my masala, and it has the curry leaf wood. Then I'm putting in my hurdee. Then I'm going to decrease my heat. Then I'm adding in my tomato, my puree, and the remaining marinade. And then in goes my salt. give this a good stir and allow it to cook for about 15 minutes. Okay, my tomatoes are halfway done, and I'm going to add in my biryani dal. And with this biryani dal, I'll allow it to fry for about 5 minutes and then maybe add half a cup of water, because our biryani dal has to actually cook out. Okay, I added my cup of water and I'm going to actually allow this to cook out. The biryani dal must be soft, and then we add in the peas. Okay, now my biryani dal is softened and it's cooked out, and I'm going to gradually add in my peas. And stir it and allow it to simmer for another 10 minutes. Okay, now my peas are also done. So that's the curry part of it done. So I'm going to take in my fried fish and layer it into the curry and let it to simmer for about 15 minutes. And then turn them on and let it simmer for another 10 to 15 minutes. Now I'm going to cover the lid and let it allow to stay for 15 minutes. But in the meantime, while that is getting done, I'm using up the remaining oil to fry out my onions to garnish.
So that's half an onion?
This was half an onion.
Finely sliced.
Finely sliced. So this will actually be thrown from the top to finish off the biryani. Okay, now I'm going to turn my fish where the other side of the fish can also get into the curry. You can see the curry is not very rich with oil, because I'm going to actually top it with that oil that's frying the onions. Okay, now I'm going to garnish my curry with dhania before I start layering it. And when working with the fish, you must be very gentle. It mustn't break apart, so it will stay in firm. You can also put some spring onions. Okay, the onions are almost getting done. You see, in this boiled egg, I made a strip, and then I'm going to actually place it into my oil with the onions to actually get a little fried out, and then it can stay intact.
So this is just to let the boiled egg stay whole in the biryani so it doesn't break up as much.
Yes, so it will stay firm. Okay, now I'm going to actually remove some of my biryani curry and some pieces of the fish. You can see how dry it is, because the reason being I'm going to top it up with a little bit of oil. Okay, that is sufficient. And now I'm going to actually layer in my rice. I had my rice boiled. You could actually watch my chicken biryani, how I had my rice prepared.
And it's 2 cups of rice that you boiled.
It's 2 cups of rice, the same measurement that I did for the chicken biryani. Whenever making biryani, I don't think so you can go very little on it. You have to make a good portion, and my mom always used to say biryani actually tastes nice on the next day.
Especially fish biryani.
Yes. And just settle everything in. I normally say that people who eat a lot of biryani, they are very happy people. That's enough, isn't it? What you see? Okay, that's done. Now I'm going to actually use in my braised onions, and in goes all that remainder oil that will actually settle into the rice and flavor it. So as you can see, how lovely it looks, different colors. Okay, I'm going to cover this up and put it into the oven for about another 15 minutes or so, and then we are going to dish out.
And your oven is what temperature?
My oven is preheated 150 degrees. That depends how your oven works. Here you go, your lovely fish biryani, piping hot from the oven, which will go very well with dal and freshly made salad. But if you want, you can also make some sour milk salad that I showed you all in some other recipes you can copy on. And thanks very much for watching.